Eamon Khan here for Seconds Out. Pleasure to be in the company of Elise Glynn. Elise, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. All the better for speaking to yourself. And you got the news, of course, selected for the Worlds. I imagine that was something that you'd been preparing for. How you feeling heading towards that date?
Yeah, I feel great to be selected for the World Championships. Obviously, it's an honour to be able to represent England, represent your country. I'm feeling good. We're about 4.5 weeks out now, so training hard, getting ready.
In terms of the preparations, does it make it any easier that you're on home soil with it being in Liverpool? Does that bring a pressure to it as well?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, there's always pressure involved, regardless of what country you compete in. But being on home soil means you get your food, your hydration, everything right, because you know what you're taking into your body. Obviously, you get your own bed or the comforts of the flats at GB accommodation. So yeah, it makes it a bit easier.
Have you, in terms of tournaments beforehand, when you've been abroad for it, is it easier to be abroad? Is it easier to take your mind away because you're not on home soil, or do you prefer the location being in the UK?
I definitely say I prefer the UK location just because obviously my family and friends can come. It's not too far of a drive from Sheffield. But I'd say when we go abroad, obviously I do love that as well. It's a new experience, a new country, different people.
Where's the best place you've been?
I'd probably say America. I just think the food's really nice, people are nice, and I won gold last year, so that makes it better.
What part of America?
Colorado and Pueblo. We went there last year.
I just come back from Detroit myself and Las Vegas as well. But LA 2028 must be on your mind. How much or how far away do you feel it is heading towards the preparations for that Olympics?
Yeah, definitely. I feel I'm in good stride right now for the LA Olympics. Obviously, just missed out on Paris. I'm ready. I'm ready to take it on, full training. Got 3 years and hopefully I'll be there.
What does that do for motivations? Do you kind of set yourself short and long-term goals, and what are those goals you've set if that is the case?
Yeah, just to keep getting better and better, medal at each tournament, keep improving day in, day out, and yeah, hopefully I'll be getting a medal at LA.
What about the Worlds? What's the target for the Worlds?
Yeah, to medal at the Worlds as well, hopefully gold. Obviously that's in sight. I'm cutting back down from 7 kilos now, which was my natural weight before I went up to 60. So I'm big and strong with that weight. As long as I get the weight cut right, hopefully no one can get in my way.
Do you feel that difference then at the weight? What would you say is the difference in your performances?
Getting down to 57 kilos again will mean I'm one of the tallest and the strongest at the weight, because obviously I've built up to 60 kilos, but I'm coming back down now, which is my natural weight, and hopefully I can get the job done.
I was just reading that in your downtime you like to watch kind of boxing replays of your fights and things and look at tactics. Does that leave you time off to switch off? How do you switch off?
To be honest, I don't really switch off that much. I'm always training with my dad at home or doing recovery, going to David Lloyd's, doing swims and saunas. But I think boxing's mind is never completely shut off.
So how much or how critical are you of your own replays when you watch them?
I'm definitely critical of myself. I'd always say I'm not a finished article. There's always room for improvement. I always get a bit angry about myself watching the replays of the sparring or the fights back. But yeah, I'm never one to think I'm better than I am.
Is it what makes you particularly angry? Just mistakes or opportunities you didn't take? What is it that you kind of zone in on?
Yeah, definitely opportunities, like small margins, getting that shot in, I could have gone again, stuff like that.
I was reading as well too that you have a background in horse riding. Now, I was listening to a podcast with Jim Lampley, and he credited the strength that Canelo has in his base from horse riding, because I'm using terms I don't really know about, but you have to brace when you're riding a horse, I think. Did you feel that horse riding gave you a base in boxing, or is it translatable?
I'd say in any sport, every sport's hard, and obviously you've got to have the mechanics to get it right. I did horse riding when I was a lot younger, so I wouldn't say it's really benefited my boxing, but I think any elite athlete in any sport, including horse riding, you have to get it right.
Who would you say is your toughest opponent in the Worlds? Is it someone that you've earmarked as being your closest rival for those medals?
To be honest, I'd say I'm not too sure, because obviously I've been eyeing up the 60 kilo girls and come back down to 57. The current American number 1 is currently winning well, and the Brazilian, I beat both those last year, so I think obviously they're really good girls, and the Polish Olympic silver medalist was sparred her recently, so I can say 57 kilos, there's a lot of good girls, but they're bringing their A game, but so will I, so it's whoever's best on the day.
Yeah, in terms of that, how much confidence you take in having beaten them already? I imagine naturally you'd have a confidence going into it and you could say you can replicate that game plan, but how much would you account for them being different?
So over the past year, I think a lot's changed. Obviously me going up and down with the weight, they're getting better, I'm getting better, everything's changing. So I suppose, as I say, it's all in the day. Who gets it right, who's trained harder, got 4.5 weeks. It's time to put the work in now, and hopefully we'll all take off and do well.
What's the one bit of advice you think you'd say has kind of reigned true throughout your career that you've been given, whether it be from one of the coaches here or outside of boxing? What's the one bit of advice that you feel kind of sticks in your head?
Always have the underdog mentality. Pride comes before a fall. So always be ready, stay ready. So you'd have to get ready.
The underdog mentality is a bit of the Birmingham mentality, right? You know, there's not a lot of, I say that Brum talent is kind of coming through, but it's been a little bit of a untapped hotbed for talent. Do you feel that underdog mentality has come from being from that area?
I mean, there's a lot of good boxers coming out of Birmingham, amateur and professional level. But I'd say it came from my dad, just always being one step ahead, always looking behind you. Never think you're the number one. Even if you are the number one, think you're the number two or the number three. Never let anyone beat you on the track, in the circuits, anything. Just keep going, keep striving for the better.
When was the last time someone beat you on the track?
I don't know. With the girls, I try and keep ahead as much as I can, but obviously the boys do get the better of me. But yeah.
If the track doesn't go your way on the day, is it a bad day? Do you take it into the rest of the day? How do you deal with it?
No, I do it well. I just try harder, train harder, get it right. Obviously, some days you're tired, some days you don't get you feel all right. Just go into the next session with a clear mind again, because you can't let one session get you in this game. You've got to keep going, keep pushing. Not everything's going to go your way, and that's just how it is.
In terms of those boxing replays that you watch, we talked about you, obviously, and how you feel, but in terms of your dad, is he the balance to when you get angry, kind of giving you kind of the guidance as to where you got wrong and that soundboard to speak about what you can improve on?
Yeah, definitely. My dad's my biggest fan, my biggest critic. He always tells me, he always puts me on place. He's never going to blow smoke at me. He knows what I do wrong, and he's always there. There's as I say, a shoulder to cry on, someone to talk to, get it right, get it wrong. He's there for me.
I imagine, obviously, your dad is your inspiration. Is there a boxing inspiration you hold as well, too? Obviously, a lot of fighters have come through and won gold recently, but who kind of inspires you and motivates you within the boxing sphere?
I wouldn't really say I have a particular favourite, but I'd say Kate Taylor, obviously, has done a massive thing for women's boxing. She's obviously kept going throughout the years, passive discrimination with girls can't box, etc. And she's always proven herself. So I'd say Kate Taylor is one of the ones that I highly look up to.
I noticed as well too, I think the sponsors starting to roll in and come in. That brings, of course, when you bring success, people want to jump on board and things like that. What does that side bring to you? Do you look at the business side of things as well and look at kind of what you want to achieve on that side of the sport as well?
Yeah, so my current main sponsor is Per Temps Network Group, so they're a massive help. Obviously, without sponsors, you can't do anything. You can't get to where you want to be, no matter how good you are. So it's a massive thing, but I always think in plan A, plan B, obviously I've got a business degree as well on the side. You can't just think about boxing because you could get injured. And yeah, you need to make as much money as possible in this game, regardless of enjoying the sport. So yeah, I always think ahead with my business.
So is it Elise the business as well in the future? Are you the brand?
I think, yeah, as long as I do it right and get to the Olympics, who knows what it could be.
How would you describe yourself as a business? Weird question, I don't think I've ever asked that before, but how would you describe yourself?
I'm not too sure. I mean, I've always got my head level-headed. I always think, well, so I don't know really. It's one for the future.
You got to be a risk taker, right?
Yeah, I'm always a risk taker. Obviously, in this game, everything's a risk, reward. You got to go as far as you can and see what happens.
The pros is obviously a word that's kind of softly said. Do you think about that? Is that too far in the future? You want to get obviously the Worlds and the LAs and things. Those are your short and long-term goals. But do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, there was a point last year, obviously, after the qualifiers, I was going to turn over and turn professional. Then I realised what example is that setting to young girls out there who obviously look up to me. I want to inspire to get into Team GB, that you are this much off your goal, get into the Olympics. When in 4 years' time you could do it again, it would just be around the corner. So it's not completely dismissed, but at the moment, at the time, it's amateur boxing for me. Trying my best to get to the Olympics and hopefully get a world medal along the way. Have you found yourself giving advice to the younger generation, those girls that you want to aspire? Have you found them coming to you and looking for your word? Yeah, definitely. There's a girl called Bonnie on the England programme. She's a youth. She looks up to me. There's a few others who are younger who ask me questions. And my DMs on Instagram are always open to young girls asking questions. I have a few dads asking me about their daughters, like what training should they do, etc. And yeah, no matter what, I'm always here for the younger generation to ask me advice about boxing, how they're feeling in general. It's a bit of extra responsibility as well, because you want to make sure you're giving them the right advice, but you can only give them the advice from your experiences, right? What is one thing that you kind of have said to them? just to keep going. Don't take it to heart if you lose a fight. It's always a win around the corner. Just keep pushing harder, train harder. It will come. Those wins will come. Your hand will get raised. Don't be disheartened if you don't get picked or selected. There's always a chance to get better and become the number one again. Just stay on it, remain focused, have a clear head, and just go with the flow.
It's a great way and place to leave it. Elise, if people want to follow your journey, want to follow you for the world, where can they find you on social media?
Yeah, it's at Elise Glynn on Instagram, on TikTok as well. Yeah, give me a follow.
You're on TikTok?
Yeah, just started a TikTok account, but I'd say my Instagram's my main social account.
What are you posting on TikTok?
Just bits here and there, like different videos about like boxing and pads and what she looks like if she's a boxer. World's champion, TikTok superstar coming as well too. Elise, thanks for speaking to Sex Out. Looking forward to seeing you in the ring. Thank you.